Welcome to DataPencil.
Hello everyone, welcome to day 4 of our 50 days SQL practice challenge. Today we are going to learn how to remove duplicates and how to solve the text inconsistency issue. Alright, so let's begin with our day 4. And guys, only trick to be proficient in SQL or any coding is practice. Okay, the more you practice, the more proficient you will become. So yesterday we found few duplicate values and I have saved the screenshot. So here you can see that we had duplicacy issue in the salary table. Okay, the salary ID 10 carrying two same rows, the salary ID 63 also carrying the duplicacy issue. And then after that it's performance table. Okay, here also for the employee ID 8 it is facing the same duplicacy issue, as well as we saw many duplicacy issue here in the employees table. Okay, so employee ID 17, 22, 26, they all have duplicate values, a complete duplicate row. Okay, so today we are going to see how to solve this duplicacy issue. Basically we are going to delete one row which is extra. Okay, so how to delete one row which is extra? So guys, look at here. Suppose we have a row where employee ID is 201, okay, and the employee name is somewhere Nikita, and department is suppose data analytics, okay, and salary is somewhere 3000. If this is, just copy the same thing. So picture of duplicacy will be somewhere like this. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to assign a row number. Okay, the first one, suppose the row number of this is 1. Okay, for the second one, row number will be 2, right? Once we assign the row number, then after that what we will do, we will delete all the row numbers that are greater than 1, means this one. So at last we will delete this row. Okay, so what we will do, we will firstly assign row numbers to all the rows. Okay, and where row number is greater than 1, those rows will get deleted. So how to do it? We are going to achieve this by using CTE. Basically, we are going to create a temporary table where we will assign row numbers to all the rows. Then after that, we will delete all the rows where row number is greater than 1. Okay, I hope it's clear. So let's begin doing it. Then it will be more clear. So first of all, we have to create a new file, which is day 4 file. So let's write here day4.sql. Use 50 days SQL challenge. Let's run it. Now we have to delete the duplicacy issue in employees table, correct? Where else? We found it in salaries table. Okay, where else? In the performance table. Okay, so these 3 tables are facing duplicacy issue. Now let's firstly treat this employees table. Okay, and let's have a look at our duplicate rows. So this is for employees table. When we are running it, here we have all the duplicate values. Okay, the counting is 2. For employee ID 17, the counting is 2. Total 2 rows basically we have. So we have to delete 1 row. Now let's start writing here with CTE, as we are going to use here CTE concept. Okay, so CTE as, okay, now how we are going to create this temporary table? For that we have to select all the columns, and then the next column we are creating using this row number window function. Okay, over we are going to give a row number over which view? Over the view where table is partitioned by, okay, we are partitioning the table by employee ID, employee name, and city. As well as these values are arranged in ascending order of employee's ID. Correct? Now, let's give this CTE a name. So, I'm giving it as RN. Okay, now firstly we have selected all the columns, and at the end there will be a column of row number where we have provided the row number to all the rows. Okay, and this column name will be RN. Let's give it as RN. Correct? Now, from which table's data we are going to use? So from cleaned employees table. Okay, this is it, and close it. So by this we have basically created a temporary table. Now we have to delete all those rows where row number is greater than 1. Okay, now we will use the delete command. So delete from cleaned employees table where employee ID is in this list. Now what list? So list is where we will select employee ID from CTE. Okay, from CTE where RN is greater than 1. So where you find row number greater than 1, put it in a list. Okay, if employee ID is here in this list, then delete those rows. Okay, so now once we will run it, it's done. Okay, now let's check again. This is called verification. So to verify whether still we have any duplicate rows or not, so we can run the earlier one, and here you can see that there is no data. Okay, all duplicate rows are now deleted. Fine. Now the same thing we are going to do for salaries table. I am going to do it for salaries table so that you can see the concept one more time, and then for the performance table you have to do on your own. Okay, so now let's start doing it. Again, we will assign row numbers using Windows function and CTE concept. Okay, so let's write with CTE as select all, comma, assign row number. Okay, over the view where the view is partition by. Okay, where the view is partition by. Now here firstly let's open our salaries table. And the salary table we will doing the partition with salary ID, employee ID and salary. Okay, so where partitioning is done by salary ID as well as employee ID as well as employee name. Okay, and then arrange them in ascending order of salary ID. Okay, now let's give this column a name, row number. Okay, from which table? So from cleaned salaries table. Correct? Now from this temporary table we are going to delete those rows, those salaries IDs where row number is greater than 1. Okay, so delete from cleaned salaries. Okay, where salary ID, okay, where salary ID is in this list. In which list? So where salary ID is from CTE function with row number greater than 1. It's done. Okay, now let's run it. Employee name, I have mentioned employee name somewhere, so employee name is not here. Okay, now let's run it again. Fine, it's done, guys. Okay, so if you want to check this as well, so you can check that here in the salaries table. This code is used to check the duplicacy. Now when we run it again, here you can see that there is no data. Okay, earlier it was showing this thing. Okay, salary ID 10 and 63 was showing the duplicacy issue. I hope it's clear. Now it's your job to complete this same thing for the performance table. Okay, fine. Now our second task is to identify text inconsistency. Now what is text inconsistency? So guys, here in this employees table, we have a column called city. Okay, in this city column, some people will show in this city column, somewhere you will see Delhi. Okay, somewhere you will see this Delhi as Delhi. Somewhere you will see this Delhi as New Delhi. Okay, and if somewhere you are seeing this Delhi as something else, like you can see some spelling mistake, DLI. Okay, somewhere like this. So this is called text inconsistency. So this is called text inconsistency. So we are going to deal with this text inconsistency. Let's have a look at a table and let's check where there is a possibility of such inconsistency. So here employee ID, there will be no such scenario will happen. Employee name as well. Okay, there might be a case where small letter and capital letter issue will happen, but that we will deal later. Here in the city column, there will be text inconsistency. Okay, so firstly we will check whether there is any inconsistency or not. Then they all are digits department, we are not going to touch them. Then come to this department table. Here in the department name, we can find any text inconsistency. There is a possibility. Okay, so we will check, like somewhere we can see it is written finance, somewhere it might be written as finance, spelling mistake we can say. Okay, so such inconsistencies might appear in our data and we should know how to deal with them. So we are going to take department name as well. So city, department name. Now come to the next one. Here all digits are here, so no chance. And here again. So basically we are going to deal with the two columns. First is city and second is the department name, right? Now let's check the inconsistency for the city column. So how you can check it? For that we simply have to write select, and we are going to use distinct for that so that we can see how many distinct values we have. Okay, from cleaned employees table. Now let's run it. So here you can see guys that Mumbai is fine, Pune is fine, Delhi is fine, Hyderabad is also fine, Bangalore. Then again you can see Delhi, DLHI. Okay, after that Chennai, then this Delhi NCR. Okay, then there is New Delhi. Then Hyderabad here, and here it is shortcut written HYDBD. Then Bangalore, it is in the first letter is capital, here first letter is small. And at last you are seeing that there are two Chennais. Okay, it means there might be some space issue. Okay, so now firstly let's find if there is any consistency in that department name as well. Okay, select distinct in department name from cleaned departments. So HR, finance, IT, sales, marketing, operations, support, legal, admin, R&D. There is no inconsistency issue. All right. So we have to deal with this only, city column. Now let's begin one by one. So first of all, the first step will be to convert the first letter, the initial letter, in uppercase and the rest of the letters in the lowercase. Okay. So let's write here update clean employees table, set city equals, we are going to use the concat function. So basically what we are going to concat here, the initial letter and the rest of the letters. Okay, so let's see how to do it. Uppercase okay, it means first of all you have to remove all the spaces from the cities column. Then from the left side, the first letter, whatever it is, convert it into the uppercase. Okay, and then when we achieve this uppercase letter, then you have to concat it with the another one, another part, and the another part we are going to write now after two parentheses. The lower, convert it in lowercase, substring trim city 2. Now it means what? So the second part is we are firstly going to remove the spaces from the city column's value, and then we will cut out a part of the value that will start from the second letter. Okay, if it is DELHI, so it will start from the ELHI. Okay, it will cover ELHI and then convert this ELHI to lowercase. Okay, now this is it, and just put the colon. So by this we have converted our values in the lowercase and the initial letter will be in the uppercase. If you want to check, we can check. So now Chennai is written only once because we have removed the extra spaces. Okay, as well as all the initial letters are now in the capital and the remaining letters are in the small letters. Okay, now we are going to remove this DLHI, HYDBD and so on. So for that, how we will do? This is step 2, and here we will again write update the clean employees table. Now set city equals to, here we will use the case when. Okay, so if it is written DLHI, Delhi NCR or New Delhi, so convert it into DELHI. Okay, if it is written HYBD, then convert it into Hyderabad. This is second case. Now the third case, if it is written Bangalore, then convert it into Bengaluru. Okay, so our first case will be when city in, okay, these values, which is DLHI, comma, these values DLHI, comma, DLEHI, NCR, comma, New Delhi, okay, what else? Nothing else left. Okay, so when the city have these values, then convert it to Delhi. Okay, now the second case, when city is in Here we will write Hyderabad, HYDBD. Okay, then convert it to Hyderabad. Correct. Now third case, when city in, when the value is Bangalore, then Bengaluru. Else city. End. Okay, now let's run it. Here quotes are missing. Now let's run it. And it's done. Okay, now let's check whether we have successfully made our data consistent or not. Okay, so here we can see that we have one more spelling issue in the Hyderabad. So let's add this Hyderabad here as well and write here HYDRABAD. Okay, now let's run it again. Now let's check one more time and okay, this time it's done. So here we have total 6 cities: Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bangalore. Bangalore is not converted to Bengaluru. Okay, now let's check again and let's see. Okay, so here we can see that we have total 6 cities: Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bengaluru and the Chennai. Alright, so by this way we can fix our inconsistency issue. And as we have seen that in the department name there is no inconsistency. So this is it for our today's task. You have to basically complete the 2 tasks. First one is to fix the duplicacy issue and the second one is to fix the inconsistency issue. Alright. So guys, complete it your today's task and submit it via submission form, and daily submission is mandatory. Bulk submission is strictly prohibited. Okay. So all the best guys. Bye bye. See you. Keep practicing.